Дорогие друзья, в этом видео мы разберем 100 гражданских вопросов для интервью на гражданство США. Это видео для всех, кто будет проходить интервью в 2025 году и далее. Все ответы учитывают то, что у нас новый президент, новый вице-президент, и все изменения учтены для самой последней версии этого видео. Я буду читать вопрос, у вас будет возможность на него ответить, затем я буду читать ответ, чтобы вы смогли проверить себя. Итак, поехали. Question 1. What is the supreme law of the land? The Constitution. Question 2. What does the Constitution do? Sets up the government. Question 3. The idea of the government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words? We the people. Question 4. What is an amendment? A change to a constitution. Question 5. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The Bill of Rights. Question 6. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? Freedom of speech. Question 7. How many amendments does the Constitution have? (27) Question 8. What did the Declaration of Independence do? Announced our independence from Great Britain. Question 9. What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence? Life, liberty. Question 10. What is freedom of religion? You can practice a religion or not practice a religion. Question 11. What is economic system in the United States? Capitalist economy. Question 12. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. Question 13. Name one branch of the government. The President. Question 14. What stops one branch of the government from becoming too powerful? Separation of power. Question 15. Who's in charge of the executive branch? The President. Question 16. Who makes federal laws? The Congress. Question 17. What are the 2 parts of the US Congress? The Senate and the House of Representatives. Question 18. How many senators are there? (100) Question 19. We elect a US senator for how many years? 6 years. Question 20. Who is one of your state senators now? The answer here will depend on your state. Question 21. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? 435. Question 22. We elect US representative for how many years? 2. Question 23. Name your US representative. The answer will depend on your state. Question 24. Who does a US senator represent? All the people of the state. Question 25. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Because some states have more people. Question 26. We elect a president for how many years? 4. Question 27. In what month do we vote for president? November. Question 28. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Donald J. Trump. Question 29. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? J.D. Vance. Question 30. If the President can no longer serve, who becomes the President? The Vice President. Question 31. If both President and the Vice President can no longer serve, who becomes President? The Speaker of the House. Question 32. Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the US military? The President. Question 33. Who signs bills to become laws? The President. Question 34. Who vetoes bills? The President. Question 35. What does the President's cabinet do? Advise the President. Question 36. What are two cabinet level positions? Vice President, Attorney General. Question 37. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. Question 38. What is the highest court in the United States? The Supreme Court. Question 39. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? 9. Question 40. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. Question 41. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? To print money. Question 42. Under our constitutions, some powers belong to the state. What is one power of the state? Give driver's licenses. Question 43. Who is the governor of your state now? The answer will depend on your state. Question 44. What is the capital of your state? The answer will depend on your state. Question 45. What are the two major political parties of the United States? Democratic and Republican. Question 46. What is the political party of the president now? Republican. Question 47. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of the Representatives now? Mike Johnson. Question 48. There are 4 amendments in the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Any citizen can vote. Women and men can vote. Question 49. What is one responsibility that's only for United States citizens? Vote in a federal election. Question 50. Name one right that's only for United States citizens. Vote in federal election. Question 51. What are the 2 rights for everyone living in the United States? Freedom of speech, freedom of religion. Question 52. Who do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States. Question 53. What is one promise that you make when you become a United States citizen? To be loyal to the United States. Question 54. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? 18 or older. Question 55. What are two ways Americans can participate in their democracy? Vote, join a political party. Question 56. When is the last day you can send your federal income tax forms? April 15th. Question 57. When all men must register for selective service? Between the age of 18 and 26. Question 58. What is one reason colonists came to America? Freedom. Question 59. Who lived in America before Europeans arrived? Native Americans. Question 60. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? Africans. Question 61. Why did colonists fight the British? Because of high taxes. Question 62. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. Question 63. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4th, 1776. Question 64. There were 13 original states. Name 3. New York, North Carolina, South Carolina. Question 65. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? The Constitution was written. Question 66. When was the Constitution written? 1787. Question 67. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the Constitution. Name one of the writers. James Madison. Question 68. Name one thing Benjamin Franklin was famous for. He was a US diplomat. Question 69. Who is the father of our country? George Washington. Question 70. Who was the first president? George Washington. Question 71. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Louisiana. Question 72. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. The War of 1812. Question 73. Name the US war between the North and the South. The Civil War. Question 74. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. Slavery. Question 75. Name one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did. Freed the slaves. Question 76. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. Question 77. What did Susan B. Anthony do? Fought for women's rights. Question 78. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. World War I. Question 79. Who was the president during World War I? Woodrow Wilson. Question 80. Who was the president during Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. Question 81. Who did the United States fight in World War II? Japan, Germany, Italy. Question 82. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? World War II. Question 83. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? The communism. Question 84. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? The Civil Rights Movement. Question 85. What did Martin Luther King do? Fought for civil rights. Question 86. What major event happened on September 11th, 2001 in the United States? Terrorists attacked the United States. Question 87. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Cherokee. Question 88. Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. Mississippi River. Question 89. What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? The Pacific Ocean. Question 90. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States? Atlantic Ocean. Question 91. Name one US territory. Puerto Rico. Question 92. Name one state that borders Canada. New York. Question 93. Name one state that borders Mexico. California. Question 94. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. Question 95. Where is the Statue of Liberty? In New York Harbor. Question 96. Why does the flag has 13 stripes? Because there were 13 original colonies. Question 97. Why does the flag has 50 stars? Because there are 50 states. Question 98. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. Question 99. When do we celebrate the Independence Day? July 4th. Question 100. Name two national US holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas. Дорогие друзья, большое спасибо. Я надеюсь, у вас получилось ответить правильно на эти вопросы. Если у вас остались вопросы, вам нужна помощь в подготовке к интервью на гражданство, проходите по ссылке под этим видео, чтобы найти наши полезные материалы и связаться с нашим офисом. Подписывайтесь на этот канал, потому что здесь вы найдете намного больше полезных видео, которые помогут вам также подготовиться к интервью на гражданство. Друзья, всем удачи, до скорых встреч. God bless America!